All right, class, I want to talk to you about your checkpoint materials. So you'll see just here, this is a quick introduction. Here we have chapter 1, and you can see the chapter 1, chapter 1.1, chapter 1.12, etc. And chapter 1.2.2 in our homework, which is always review and preview. We have our checkpoint materials. And you can see the checkpoint. Here's our checkpoint. And you see this link right here, checkpoints section, including homework help. The checkpoints, there are 9 in the year, and this is very important. So you can see these problems are not necessarily easy. We're dealing with fractions and negative numbers and all this difficult stuff that nobody really likes. So when you are working on this, it's really helpful to check your answers. And if you're really having a hard time, go to checkpoint materials. You click on this, and you are going to go now to the checkpoints. You can see this is what your book would look like on your iPad, and this is checkpoint 1. Here we have our answers. You can see the answers right here. And below are examples of how the answers were discovered, how they were computed. So you have, okay, compute 1 over 3 plus brackets negative 9 over 20, and they give us a solution. When adding a positive number and a negative number, subtract the values, and number further from 0 determines the sign. And they walk this out for each of us. Okay, so obviously before you're adding and subtracting fractions, we got to make sure that our denominator is the same. So we know that 3 and 20 have 60 in common. So we change the fractions with a denominator of 60, which means it's going to be 20 over 60 minus 27 over 60, and we get negative 7 over 60. And I know that sounds complicated, and it is. That's why we have all these solutions, and they are giving us examples 1, examples 2, and examples 3, and this covers all the problems in this particular checkpoint. They also give us more information on how to solve those problems, okay, and leading us step by step, all right? And what's even cooler is they give us bunches of other problems to do with the answers right here. Okay, so this checkpoint material is excellent. There are 9. Here's checkpoint 2. And this is evaluating expressions and using order of operations. All this stuff is stuff that you should already know. Okay? And I know, being your teacher, that you don't. Okay? That's why we have these checkpoints here. That's why there's only 9 of them. And that's why you have, the CPM has created this document for you to use. So this is just a brief overview of how to do that. We will be having a test on checkpoints quite regularly. And if you have questions with the checkpoints, then you need to go through this material. Then you need to go to support on Tuesdays. I am there every Tuesday. Or you need any other math support as well during the week.